We aren't all meant to be the same size. Well, I'm never going to be the same height as LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal. The way you look, of course, not everyone's going to look the same. But are you going to be morbidly obese by accident? Of course not. Ironic, you said you have mama stay underscore well, so mama stay unwell, maybe? We aren't all meant to be the same size. Just let your body be. Aww.
What the fuck is that?
We aren't all meant to be the same size. Well, I'm never going to be the same height as LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal. So your overall, the way you look, of course, not everyone's going to look the same. But are you going to be morbidly obese by accident? Of course not. You might hold a little bit more body fat. Maybe you're a little more insulin resistant than the next person. And maybe you didn't have the same kind of habits and training and nutrition. All right, so you might hold a little extra cottage cheese or a little extra fat. Okay, you're not all going to look the same. Not everyone's going to look the same. We all have different skin colors, and yeah, we have different heights and different overall body masses. You know what you're trying to do. You're trying to justify people being fat. We're not all meant to be the same size. Like that doesn't even matter. That's not even a concern. That's not even a concern. That's not even something we're debating here. Everyone has to be the same size. Said no one ever. This isn't Legos. Okay? Genetics are involved. And also, just people are different heights. People have different life experiences. You do realize when you meet a 40-year-old, there's 40 fucking years of compounded life behind that. There's so many variables, just like quadrillions and quintillions of variables throughout someone's life that led them to where they're at right now, physically and mentally. So using this kind of vernacular and saying we aren't all meant to be the same size, that's justification. We're like, oh, if you're fat, well, you're just meant to be that way. That's fucking bullshit. And this is just sinister shit. It's sinister fucking shit. And it comes across as, oh, let's all hold hands and sing fucking Kumbaya when you're really teaching people to be complete pussies. Mama stay well. Contrary to diet culture's underlying message, it's well established that even if we all ate and moved exactly the same, we wouldn't all look the same. Why, thank you, Dr. Science. I'm waiting for anything that makes any fucking sense. People in larger bodies don't necessarily eat more than people in smaller bodies. What are you talking about? People aren't fat by accident. People in smaller bodies don't necessarily move more than people in larger bodies. Irrelevant. You're separating the concepts, and of course they're not going to make sense out of context. This is still dumb. I'm waiting for something that makes sense. We simply can't and shouldn't assume anything about someone's health and fitness based on their appearance. Yes, thank you, Captain Obvious. A skinny person can have stage 4 cancer. We get it. Thank you. We aren't all meant to be the same size. I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting. I'm waiting.
Come on, stop whining.
I'm waiting. Pursuing weight loss in an effort to make our bodies smaller. Oh, Jesus. Smaller bodies. I'm talking about not being a fat fuck. Smaller bodies. You don't have to be the biggest person in the fucking world. Can you settle for that? Can you settle for some good habits and respecting your health? All right. Pursuing weight loss in an effort to make our bodies smaller leads to weight cycling, food and body preoccupation, reduced self-esteem, and in far too many cases leads to eating disorders. Objection, hearsay. Objection. You cannot assume you cannot assume that. It's possible this is the case in some instances. Pursuing weight loss can be very successful for many people. We have many of you inside the Swole fam. It's the approach to losing weight. If you're focused on losing weight, that's not the right approach. I say it over and over again. If you're focused on losing weight, that means you're focused on the scale, you're focused on the number, you're focusing on the numbers of calories you're consuming, you're focused on the caloric deficit. Again, when you say weight loss, you're thinking of being at a certain weight to a lower weight. The problem with the word weight loss is that it should be called fat loss, not weight loss, fat loss. We all say it, but fat loss. You don't want to lose muscle mass or bone density. You want to lose fat, okay? And if you are changing your habits, you will lose the weight. You have to look at the actual things that cause change. People don't want to fucking change. People think, hey, I'm going to eat 1,750 calories. I should be eating 2,000. I'm going to lose weight. If you're eating bad shit, you're going to have problems. You need to eat properly. But how many people want to change their lifestyle, focus on their community, their nutrition, food quality, do an elimination diet for 6 to 8 weeks? Ooh, fucking effort, shocker. Training regularly, recovering, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency every day. Oh my God, I can't do that. Fat acceptance, love me the way I am. Change your hashtag instead of changing your habits. That's why these biches fucking push this nonsense, because rather than actually take personal responsibility, they'd rather outsource it to a fucking hashtag and then play the victim and have everyone, bow to them because they're so oppressed. They're so fucking oppressed. Oh my God, the horror.
Stop whining.
The horror of being a lazy fuck. The horror of not taking care of yourself. The horror. What if we all just accepted what we have? What if we all just accepted that we have the bodies we have and just let them be? Because I don't want to die from a preventable disease. I want to take care of you do realize you have to be proactive with this shit, right? Just let them be. Yeah. I look around all the time. I see a lot of bodies just letting themselves be. 80% of the population's overweight or obese. Everyone's letting shit be. Stop trying to encourage people to be below average. You're trying to push people down the ladder. You're trying to push people into victimized mentalities. And that is just compounding the problem in our country. Not on my watch. Again, it keeps fucking going. There's like 5 more of these. So I know it's fucking terrible. I know she's a tard, but come on. Again, contrary to diet culture's overarching rhetoric, accepting our bodies as they are doesn't mean giving up or letting ourselves go. Oh, it doesn't now. It means allowing ourselves to live, fully live. Yeah, fully to that until you get to those XLs. Unburdened by body hate and free from obsession with calories in and calories out. Yeah, you're free. When I talk about freeing yourself from the obsession of calories in, calories out, it's food quality. You're trying to use this rhetoric to free yourself from the obsession or from the self-guilt of eating an entire tray of fucking Oreos. Accepting our bodies as they are opens the door for making choices about what we eat and how we move from a place of self-care or delusion, however you want to interpret that. We rarely care for something we hate. We aren't all meant to be the same size. Just let your body be a big old
Matt Damon.
Top to bottom.
Go fuck yourself.
Top to bottom, fuck yourself.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
You can have a hobo's dick cheese. All right, you can live unburdened and free from obsession with this nice big serving of a hobo's dick cheese.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in the apology. You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know.